RoswellSkateboards.com channel. Here, we're going to show you how to put together a complete skateboard. This will be all complete, showing you how to grip everything, the whole 9 yards. So, we're going to start off here with the Roswell's deck. This here is what's called the Mini Cruiser. Nice little setup. You'll see all this in a minute. Here, what you're going to need for tools. You need to have yourself a file. Is probably the best way of setting it up. I'll show you that idea. Phillips screwdriver. The skateboard tool or skateboard Y tool, 10mm box end wrench, and a razor blade. Be careful with the razor blade, by the way. So basically what you end up doing here, take your grip tape, take your board over, get the back side off. Come on, baby. Take the back side off, pull your grip off. Oh, watch that you get all the paper off of it. And basically center out your grip onto the board. Give it a nice push, get it all centered down. Get it all adhesive to the board there, nice and clean. And here's the idea. You take your file and basically follow the contour of the board. It leads you that little line right there. That can be your little guideline you'll use. Follow this around. This is the old way of doing it. There's other ways of doing it, but this is the way that I like to do it. So, just set it up. Go ahead and trace that out. And take your razor blade, next step. And basically follow your trace around. Just follow that, just guide right through. Be careful right there at your dips. Go ahead and keep following that trace all the way around it. And there you go. You've trimmed out the board, grips off, and by doing it with the file, you've also sealed the edge on it as well. So basically now, take your screwdriver, poke it in the back side, get yourself some holes there, or some marks, I should say, in the grip, so you can see it from the front side. Find your marks here in the front, and poke through. Make sure you get all 8 holes nice and clean. And last one. There you go. So now you got the grip completely installed. Ready to go to the next step. Let's go ahead and mount the trucks. So basically what you're going to do there, take your bolt set. Depending on what size riser you're going to use, depends on the length of your bolt. So what you want to do is always basically 1 inch thicker than the riser itself. So if you got a 1/2 inch riser, you're going to use 1.5 inch bolts. So go ahead and put all 4 of your bolts in there. Now, what I always use is angled risers on my cruisers. What it does is change the angle of the kingpin, so it will actually ride a little cleaner. What you're going to do is put it so that the thin end is forward. Go ahead and line that up on there. And put on your truck. These are just standard trucks, so they're not reverse kingpin. You're going to put the kingpin to the inside. It's always going to go to the inside. Basically just just start the nuts on there for now. Okay, come on, baby. Alright, so just start them for now. You can leave it loose for a minute. Go ahead and put your nuts or your screws through for the back truck. Again, you're always going to put it so that the slope is forward. Or slope is to the outside, I should say. The thin side to the outside. Again, kingpin to the inside. And go ahead and tighten, get your nuts on there. Doing good here. And last one. Now, take your Phillips screwdriver and your 10mm wrench. Tighten down all your truck screws. And go ahead and get your front ones. And there you go. Trucks are now mounted. Go ahead and take your skate tool. So it's going to be the 1/2" side. And pull off your axle nuts. Take off one of each of the washers. And here, this is the way I've always learned how to do this. Take the 4, put 2 of them on. If you're using bones or whatever and has just, the one side shield, make sure that you set it up right. So basically take your inside or your outside, put it in, push down, give it a nice little pop. Go ahead and put it on that one. And there you go. We've mounted on one wheel. Basically put your nut on and go ahead and do that to all 4 wheels. Nice little snug tight. Always give it a push up, find out where it's sitting on the bearing. get it to where it's not snug, but just right there. And get your backside. And basically, here you go. Get your axle nut back on there. Make sure it threads before you do anything because you don't want to cross thread it. And again, seat it. Find out where you're sitting. Make sure you get a good spin still. That'll all break in as you ride it as well, so you're going to want to readjust all that basically as the bearings start breaking in. So there you go, a little too tight. There you go. There, nice board. There's a finished Roswell Skateboards mini cruiser set up with the 65 millimeter wheels. That's a cool board. Thank you for viewing. Keep watching RoswellSkateboards.com and peace out.